Hey, what's up, you guys? So, I literally stood up, did this to my hair, and sat back down and started recording again. So, this is video number 2. I told you guys in the first video that I wanted to talk to you about something, and it's basically about domestic violence. So, I've been seeing all over social media. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen it already. The story about Fabulous and Emily B, his wife or his baby mother. I think they got secretly married last year, so I want to say his wife. Um, he hit her and threatened her father and her brother. They had to come to his house and take guns out of his home. The Emily's dad and brother had to come to Emily's home that she shares with Fabulous, and they had to remove guns. And when he arrived, he seen them there, and all hell broke loose. I'm not going to insert the video clip because that's not what this is for. I don't want to give it any more exposure because it's disgusting, honestly. Now, I was having a conversation with one of my friends today, and it was about, if it seems like I'm moving you guys, because I am. And it was just about domestic violence in general. And I want to say this. I don't know all the ins and outs. We probably will never really know all the ins and outs unless Emily decides that she wants to do a interview and she wants to share her story. But here's my thing. Abuse is abuse, regardless if it's physical, if it's mental, verbal, it's all abuse. And so people was like, I can't believe Fabulous did this, and I can't believe he would like put his hands on her. He makes all these love songs, and what did she do or what did she say that would do something like that if he already put it out there that he didn't want her family? Like it's all, I've seen a lot of people blaming her. And I don't know if any of you that watch my channel have watched Love and Hip Hop, but I just want to like point out some stuff that I noticed and why I'm not so shocked by it, why I'm not so surprised by it, why I'm not like, oh my God, Fabulous, like he couldn't have, why would he have done that? Like why I am not. In the first seasons of Love and Hip Hop, we met Emily. And when we met her and we figured out who she was, because at first she really wouldn't talk too much about it. When we met her, she had kind of signs of somebody that was emotionally just kind of drained and kind of tired. And as the show progressed, we started to see why she was kind of drained and kind of tired. She found out that one of the cast members at the time had sex with him. She found out that he had been cheating on her. He found like she found out a lot of things about him while she was on the show. And it seems like once everybody realized who she was, everybody that had some type of relationship with him one way or another wanted to like let her know that there was in a relationship. And my thing is this, a man that will disrespect you in public will beat you behind closed doors. And I don't know if it's always been a physical thing with them, but emotionally, if we really think about it, he's always been kind of beating up on her. When you are in the light the way he is and you're in a relationship, it is your responsibility to make sure that nothing can hurt your significant other and nothing can hurt your children. That is your job. That is your responsibility. So when you are out in the public eye and you are cheating, you are immediately putting your family in jeopardy. And every time she tries to leave or has tried to leave, she said it herself. She leaves. He begs her to come back. He apologizes. He makes a song about her. She goes back. And yes, people can be like, well, she should have never gone back. But imagine a man who stepped up to help you take care of your daughter that wasn't his, and then you have a baby by him and he's a dad. So it's that idea of just wanting your family together. And it's sad because men will use that. Like, you want the family together, you don't want to leave, you don't want to do that, you know, I want the family together. And they'll sell you the dream and the idea that that's what they want too. And then all you usually want is for it to work out, and all you usually want is for it to all be okay. And the issue is, before people call, because it's about 5 o'clock. The issue is he did a lot of things to make her come back home, or have her come back. I'm not going to say make. To have her come back home, and every time she went back home, he disappointed her. And so after 8 years or 9 years or 10 years or however long they've been together at this point, after all of those years of I'm going to do right, I'm going to do right, I'm going to do right, and probably telling her that nobody wants her, and probably telling her that nobody's going to treat her the right way, nobody's going to take care of her, nobody's going to do this. Like, after mentally being beaten down and verbally probably being beaten down, and then you see the cheating, and he's not like one of those guys that try to hide it. We've heard about Fabulous cheating before. She's spoken about Fabulous cheating before. And so, he disrespects her in front of us. So why so surprised that he, behind closed doors, is anything worse? Like, this is music. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is music. This is what they do to sell music. And you cannot put the two and two together. You can't be like, but he makes such lovely love songs where he raps and he's not disrespectful and he's not calling them bitches and hoes and da-da-da. He has to be a good person. Like, it's music. It's just like acting. If I was an actress, I could act like a bitch in every single movie that you see me in, but when you meet me in real life, I'm a sweetheart. Or vice versa. I could seem like the sweetest person in the world when you see me on the TV show or you see me in movies. I'm the sweetest person in the world, and then you meet me in person and I'm an asshole. This is what a job is. He has a job to do. So he makes the music that women are going to buy and men are going to buy because, men vibe out to it. Like, yeah, man, that's how you treat a woman. Like, he makes the music that works for him because he's not a gangster rapper. So we cannot imagine him talking about, anything crazy. But that doesn't mean that once he steps out of that studio, that is the person that he is. And that's the person that he portrays himself to be, the guy in the music video. He's a person outside of the music video. Now, I'm saying this not to say that Emily's right or wrong or Fabulous is right or wrong. I'm saying this to say this, that he may have never put his hands on her up until this point, or he may have never put, because all of it is alleged. He may have never put his hands on her, but the abuse is there. Maybe not physical, but the mental and the verbal is most definitely there. You see it. You deal with it. Give me 1 second. Sorry, you guys, I had to answer a text message. But anyway, it's the idea that the abuse has been there. And it's the idea that just because we never seen it doesn't mean he's never done it. And we want to be very, very careful how we tread in situations like this. The first thing is you never want to blame the person that's saying that they've been abused. You never want to say things like, well, what did she do to him? Or what did she say to him? Or maybe she shouldn't have had the dad there. Or whatever shit you can think of to, like, blame her. You never want to blame the victim, whether it's a girl or a guy. You never want to put the reason that they're being abused is because, oh, you probably talked out of term, or maybe you snatched his phone, because I've been hearing stories where he was getting a whole bunch of text messages and she wanted to see the phone, and they got into this big argument leaving LA to get back to their home. And so it doesn't matter if she didn't put her hands on him. He had no right to do that in return. And even if she did, like, I try to not have a double standard. I always used to, like, and I know that I'm probably gonna get a lot of stuff said to me, but this is my thing. As women, you are aware that a man is stronger than you, and so you keep your hands to yourself also. That is always my comment. You keep your hands to yourself. Nobody hit nobody. Because the reality of it is, nowadays, boys will hit you back. Like, parents are teaching their children, it doesn't matter who hit you, you're going to hit them back. So knowing those things, as a woman, you never put your hands on a man, and a man should never put his hands on a woman. You walk away if nothing else. So that's what I'm saying. You have to tread lightly here because you just don't know the whole story. But regardless of what the whole story is, nobody should be hitting anybody, and no one should be making threats about bashing their heads in with bats or putting a bullet through them. It's the craziest thing that I see people saying. We don't know what he did or what she did. We don't know what she said. Stop it. You do not blame the victim. If a woman gets raped, you do not blame her because her shorts were too short. And I know that I'm going to probably get some trolls on here, and please don't make me have to turn my comments off, because I will, and I will report you. But the facts are the facts. It's never a woman's fault for being raped. You understand what I'm saying? And even if it's a man, it's never his fault. It's never, like, men get raped too, just in case you guys don't know, or something you choose not to believe. Like, it's never the victim's fault. And I want people to tread lightly with the situation because it happens every day. It's just because of who he is. and because of who she is, it's so big. But it is a problem regardless. It's regardless of your fame status. It is a problem in this world that domestic violence is constantly happening. And it has become almost socially acceptable to put your hands on somebody. Like it's ridiculous. And I just hope that after this, she leaves. Because truth be told, when he didn't show up for her, on Love and Hip Hop like he promised, he didn't show up. And after Kim Bella came out and was like, "Oh, I fucked your man," like after things like that occur, you kind of step back and go, "Well, I really want you to leave him because he disrespectful anyway." And so it's one of them things where you just want her to walk away now. And anybody, I encourage anybody that's in a relationship like that, if you know somebody that's in a relationship like that, don't sit around talking about how you love it. If you like it, I love it. If you have commented on this and you have a homegirl or a homeboy that is dealing with this very thing and you haven't done or said a word to help them in said situation, don't say nothing about this one. Because if you have people that's close to home to you that you refuse to help and you refuse to support, then you just don't need to be commenting on the celebrity. Because what are you going to do? If you're not making a difference in your own space, you're definitely not making a difference anywhere else. I've had friends that have been in domestic violence situations and I've gotten involved. I also have a sister who was in a domestic violence situation and I hit her boyfriend in the face with a umbrella. So there's that. And I know I just said don't hit nobody, but I had to defend my sister. It's just one of those things where sometimes walking away isn't easy, and I understand that. And I just hope that anybody that's in the situation, including her, I hope anybody that's in the situation just realize that your life is more important than this relationship. And it's definitely more important than trying to keep a fake happy home because the finances may be there, or not saying that she only stayed for the finances, but the comfortability is there. So I don't know. That's all I had to say. Like I said, we don't know the whole story with them, so you just can't really get too deep on it. But I'm just not surprised by it because, like I said in the beginning of this, any man is willing to disrespect you in public may be willing to tag you down behind closed doors. So that's all I got to say on this conversation, you guys, and I'm done with it. Hopefully everybody gets the help that they need, including him. I don't think he's beyond help. I just think that he should be by himself and not continue to reap the benefits of having her. You know what I mean? So if you guys like these videos, give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share. I would appreciate it. And you guys have a great day. I will see you on Wednesday. Peace. Go be great. Bye.